Roger, Darren, and Marilyn, minus 10 degrees, and Marilyn passed on to me the mother of all Steelers man caves. This guy, boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's a 5,000-foot square house. The basement is 2,500 square feet, and every inch of that is painted in official NFL Steeler gold, and all the trim is black. The entire basement is dedicated to games, partying, and display of thousands of Steelers items.
Yeah, he's got terrible towels all over the place.
No, the toilet seat, the last one, the wooden toilet seat is a Bengals.
Yeah, well, he changed.
Well, I think that speaks volumes, though, doesn't it?
The basement is wired with 16 methodically placed 16 speakers so that the effect is like being in the stadium attached to a 72-inch HD television. There's a full kitchen and a 30-foot bar.
He's not fooling around. Boys, he could be sad on Monday when the whole NFL season's done.
Can you imagine?
Isn't that? But that's what they do. They're super fans.
So there's a guy who's really into the game, really into his team. And I wonder what his wife feels like about all of that, because although there are a lot of women like yourself who like NFL football and sports in general, there are those who don't. And for those who don't, those who want something a little bit different, they can listen to an audio broadcast that follows the game as it progresses, but the discussion and the audio is more geared to the women who may not really be into the game itself. And on the line, we have with us Lena Sutherland of something called WhileTheMenWatch. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Now tell us, where do people hear this audio broadcast of yours?
People can go to WhileTheMenWatch.com, and during major sporting events, for sure for the Super Bowl and hockey games, we do an audio broadcast. You can just click right on our webpage and listen in to commentary for women.
Like, what would you talk about?
Well, for example, we've been watching football for the past 3 weeks, and we're still trying to figure out what a punt is. We've had debates over this for a while.
We had debates?
Yeah, something about running instead of throwing. We're still getting to the bottom of punt.
Okay.
Right now, we know that there are two players with longer hair than we have on both of the opposing teams in the Super Bowl.
One is Troy Polamalu.
Yes, thank you for pronouncing that last name for me.
Polamalu. Yeah.
Polamalu. So we're looking at a battle between Head and Shoulders and Timothée.
Timothée and Head and Shoulders. I haven't heard the Timothée for a long time. You're funny.
Yeah, so we're going to see whose hair can show up better under pressure.
Oh, do you not like watching the game at all? Is that it?
Well, we both have, my co-host Jules and I both have husbands who are sports addicts, and we do want to spend time with our husbands, but frankly are not so interested in the game itself and find ourselves focusing in on the fans and the players and the confusing rules. Why are the hockey players allowed to have a drink in the penalty box? I send my kids to the corner for a timeout. I don't give them a drink. I don't give them milk. I send them there to think about what they've done wrong, So these are the kinds of things that go through a woman's mind when you're watching these games for hours.
Yeah, I think I'm too close to the games now. That's a really good point. What's the most odd thing that you've noticed about football? Don't get besides saying Polamalu?
Sure. Well, we've noticed in the past few games when it's been in a cold city, they've got these, we think they're hand warmers around the waist, but we think possibly they might be, a scratch cover in case, someone needs to do a little scratch. We're not exactly sure why all the players don't have the hand warmer. We're trying to figure that one out as well.
So you watch the game, and this is all done in real time, and you do commentary as the game progresses.
Exactly. So we're doing a commentary as the game follows.
So somebody would watch it on TV, but they'd listen to you on your website.
Exactly, yeah. We recommend some headphones so that your husband can, tune into the actual game, and we can, we're like Sex and the City meets TSN for the ladies.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
That's
fantastic.
Equal time. We like that. That's
exactly.
fair. Yeah.
So WhileTheMenWatch.com.
Yes, or Twitter, WhileMenWatch.
And this also works with hockey. Do you guys not follow, or you're trying to understand hockey as well?
We do hockey as well, and, hockey is on for 9 months out of the year, and it's basically on every single night.
I know.
Anything strike you odd with hockey, or have you got that all figured out?
Well, the one thing we do like is that the men are generally cuter in hockey, we find. But I guess, we're still trying to understand why the fighting is allowed at some point, but then it stops. and then it's a penalty. We're just trying to figure out what's the 3 minutes where the refs just stand there and let them punch each other, and then everyone's like, okay, stop now. It's time for the penalty. Go have a drink.
I don't think you're the only one who's trying to figure that out. I think other people are too. Lena, that's great. So WhileTheMenWatch.com for those who really aren't football fans and want to have a little bit of fun while the game's on.
Exactly, and we'll be doing some giveaways for ladies during our broadcast of the Super Bowl, so some beauty products and other things. People will have a chance to win by logging onto our site and joining us in our chat room.
This is the important stuff.
That's great.
WhileTheMenWatch.com. Got it right here.
Nice to talk to you. Have fun on Sunday night.
Thanks very much. Take care.